Hello everyone, today's topic is haptoglobin. It is one of the plasma protein and also an acute phase protein. Plasma protein is an important question both for MBBS students and for postgraduate students. Long question can be asked, short questions can be asked. So if long question is asked, details of a few of the important plasma protein can be mentioned. So I have tried to explain every point about haptoglobin, which is one of the plasma protein. So first, what is haptoglobin? In short, it is written as HP. It is a plasma protein, a glycoprotein in nature having 2 alpha and 2 beta chains which are connected together by the help of disulfide bridge. The site of synthesis, as the liver is an important site for synthesis of many of the plasma proteins. One example is haptoglobin. The genes involved in the synthesis of haptoglobin are two, which are denoted as HP1 and HP2, and HP exists in polymeric form. It is important point here. It exists in polymeric form, that is HP11, HP21 and HP22, with HP21 is the heterozygous form. Now, the important function of haptoglobin in our body is to protect the kidney from damage by the extracorpuscular hemoglobin. What happens, or the mechanism by which it protects the kidney is, normally what happens when the RBCs get damaged, we know that the lifespan of RBC is around 120 days. So after that, or if RBCs are damaged by any other reason, 90% of the RBCs are phagocytosed by the macrophages. There is another pathway for this. I will try to explain it in another topic, another video. 10% of the released hemoglobin, they circulate in the, they are released in the circulation and are not absorbed or not phagocytosed by the macrophages, the size of which are approximately 65 kilodalton. So due to the small size, they can easily pass through the glomerulus of the kidney into the tubules, and they get precipitated there and cause damage to the tubules. Thus more hemolysis can lead to damage to the tubular system of the kidney. So what HP or haptoglobin does is, it binds to the hemoglobin to form a tight non-covalent complex, that is haptoglobin hemoglobin complex, the size of which is much larger, that is around or greater than 155 kilodalton. Due to the large size, this cannot be passed through the glomerulus, and hence the kidneys are protected. So this is the mechanism by which haptoglobin protects the kidney from damage by extracorpuscular hemoglobin, which are released from the damaged or senescent RBCs. Now, the T-half or half-life of haptoglobin is around 5 days, but the half-life of haptoglobin hemoglobin complex is around 90 minutes, which is very less. So what happens when there is increased destruction of RBCs due to any reason? The commonest is the hemolytic anemia. The haptoglobin is cleared very rapidly from the plasma because the half-life of the complex is around 90 minutes. Hence, in case of hemolytic anemia, the level of haptoglobin in the blood or in the plasma decreases. Normal or reference range of the haptoglobin is around 45 to 200 milligram per deciliter. But in case of hemolytic anemia, what happens? Due to the mechanism which we have discussed now, there is much destruction of haptoglobin. Hence the normal haptoglobin, it decreases in its concentration and goes beyond 45 milligram per deciliter. Similarly, greater than 200 milligram per deciliter, greater than 200 milligram per deciliter is seen in various inflammatory conditions in the body, because it is one of the acute phase protein, which so the condition which causes inflammation in the body, like acute rheumatic fever, ulcerative colitis, these conditions can result in high haptoglobin level in our blood. Hence it can be used as a marker, or it can be used as one of the tests to indicate or to suggest in a patient who has features of hemolytic anemia. Suppose the patient is complaining of fatigue, weakness, jaundice, paleness of skin, dark colored urine. In that case, haptoglobin can be asked, haptoglobin test can be suggested by the physician to know the haptoglobin level. If the haptoglobin level is less than 45 milligram per deciliter or less than the lower limit of the reference range, it is suggestive of hemolytic anemia in the patient. Now coming to another plasma protein, that is hemopexin. As the names are similar, I included it here to suggest what is the difference between haptoglobin or hemopexin. Hemopexin, it is one of the plasma glycoprotein. It binds to free heme, not the hemoglobin which is circulating. So haptoglobin, it binds to the hemoglobin, but hemopexin, it binds to the free heme with high affinity and sequester hemes in an inert non-toxic form and transport it to the liver for catabolism and excretion. Free hemoglobin is very toxic to the body. There is a separate long topic on that. Next video I will make the video on that topic about how free hemoglobin is toxic to the body and what is the mechanism of it. So stay tuned. Thank you.